Alright guys, hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. We made it to the weekend. So I'm back again with another Sebastian Rogers video. And boy, oh boy, I get up this morning and all kinds of stuff about, Chris Proudfoot taking a lie detector or polygraph test in the Sebastian Rogers investigation. You know, Chris Proudfoot, Katie Proudfoot, they've been under a huge microscope in this whole Sebastian Rogers investigation. I don't know how big of a microscope they're under with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. That still yet has to come out officially from them. But I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the polygraph lie detector test. So let's get into that, guys. So I'm seeing first thing when I'm scrolling through the YouTube streets is that people are making a big deal out of Chris may have lied about how old Sebastian was when Chris whipped him with the belt, and possibly how many times Chris Proudfoot ended up whipping Sebastian with a belt. And to that, if I was Chris Proudfoot, he's probably sitting back, and this is just my speculation on probably what Chris Proudfoot is thinking, given his, a description of his character by people that know him, like his exes and stuff like that. So Chris Proudfoot is probably thinking to himself, so I lied about how many times I whipped Sebastian. So what if I did lie about how old he was when I whipped him? You still have no proof I'm responsible for Sebastian's disappearance. That's probably exactly what Chris Proudfoot is thinking, in my opinion. Let me throw that out there, in my opinion. But like I said, police will deal with all the drama connected to any lies told by Chris or Katie Proudfoot. And let me say that again. Police will deal with any drama connected to any lies told by Chris or Katie Proudfoot. I'm sure they'll deal with that. There'll be multiple interviews, and if Chris hasn't officially taken a polygraph by TBI, most certainly I guarantee they'll probably ask him to. And let me go ahead and talk about the polygraph now. This is the part I wanted to talk about, because everybody's like, well, Nancy Grace offered Chris Proudfoot to take a polygraph test, and now he's backing out because TBI said that they would give him one. And here's how I feel on the Nancy Grace polygraph offered to Chris Proudfoot. I think it was a good gesture, but in my opinion, just to make sure the integrity, let me stress that, the integrity of the investigation stands, I think any polygraphs given to Chris Proudfoot or to be officially done by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and only from the TBI. That way, it's officially being done by investigators that can make a difference in the investigation. Okay? Because if Nancy Grace has, like, you know, retired people do the polygraph examinations. You know, they're retired. You know, there's certifications that may have expired because you know, with the state of Tennessee, these people that give these, if you may not know, the people that give these polygraphs, they're state certified to do it, which holds a little bit more water than someone that's been doing it for 20 years and has been retired for 10 years and lost their certification, right? So in my opinion, I think any polygraphs given to Chris just to you know, keep the integrity and the investigation the way it is, yes, I do think it should be done, and only done by the TBI because they're certified to do it. Most state agencies are. They normally have a few people certified to do polygraphs. You know, they had a State Bureau of Investigation give Chris Watts one, right? And he sucked at it, and she called him out on it. That lady that gave Chris the polygraph, she was certified by the state. She worked for the State Bureau of Investigation. I can't remember what state that was in. But anyway, she worked for the state. She was state certified. She gave Chris Watts the examination, and he sucked at it. They got together and called him out on it. Now, if, you know, I mean, I think that holds more water than if someone does it that's not certified. You know, you know what I'm trying to say. So, again, if anybody gives, it's odd that we're speaking about another Chris in this case, ain't it? But I feel it's very, very important that the TBI and only the TBI give Chris Proudfoot that polygraph examination. And then if they need to get together and pounce on him like they did with Chris Watts, I mean, it paid off. I mean, I think they had an answer on where the bodies were 2 hours after giving that polygraph examination with Chris Watts. So, again, guys, you know, I'm just here with my videos. I'm not here for the drama. I'm not here for the he said, she said. Like I said, I will mention it if it's, you know, critical to the investigation, which I think this is. You know, all the drama and hoopla around the polygraph, I think it is critical to the investigation. That's why I'm coming out and you know, telling my opinion that it should only be given by the TBI, because, you know, that it holds more water, you know, if, you know, Chris was to be arrested for some reason, you know what I mean? Let's see here, what else? You know, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You know, and again, to just address, you know, the fact that, you know, everybody is saying Chris lied or may have lied about how many times he, you know, whipped Sebastian with the belt and how old Sebastian was when he whipped him with the belt. You know, given, you know, people's description of Chris Proudfoot's characterization, his personality, he's probably thinking to himself, okay, so I lied about that. Big deal. I mean, it still doesn't mean that I'm responsible for his disappearance. So, anyway, guys, that's what I've got for you on this video. You love the way I think about this, don't you guys? You just love old Don B's thoughts on things, don't you? Anyway, like always, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. You think I'm spot on? Let me know what you think. And y'all take care. Have a good weekend. I'll see you either this evening or tomorrow. So, again, y'all take care. Drop your comments. Adios.